We stand at the crossroads of chaos and order, wrestling with desires and emotions that often cloud our judgment. But deep within, we hold the power to choose, to forge our character in the fires of self-discipline. The Stoics, those ancient seekers of wisdom, believed that a life of meaning is built not by chasing pleasure, but by mastering ourselves. It is in the crucible of self-control that true freedom is found. So, we begin this journey, 10 Stoic lessons to fortify the soul. Number 1. Embrace the present, control what you can. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one, Marcus Aurelius. We dwell too often on what is beyond us, distracted by external forces. But the only thing within our power is this moment. To build self-discipline, we must first narrow our focus to what we can control. Our thoughts, our actions. Everything else? Noise. In accepting this truth, we gain clarity and an unshakable calm. Number 2. Know that pain is temporary. He who suffers before it is necessary, suffers more than is necessary. Seneca. Pain is inevitable. Whether physical or emotional, it seeks to derail us. But the Stoic knows that all things are temporary, even suffering. Endure it without complaint, for the storms of today will pass. This endurance strengthens the will, hardens the spirit, and teaches us that we can outlast any hardship. 3. Master your desires. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. Seneca. We are constantly pulled by desires, more wealth, more pleasure, more status. These cravings weaken our self-control, making us slaves to our impulses. True discipline comes when we silence the hunger for more and find contentment in less. To master ourselves, we must first master our desires. Number 4. Practice voluntary hardship. Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare. Seneca. Discipline is a muscle that grows with use. By deliberately embracing discomfort, we prepare ourselves for the trials that life inevitably throws our way. Wear simple clothes, eat modest meals, seek the uncomfortable, and in doing so, you will train yourself to thrive in adversity. The mind is tempered when it knows how to endure. Number 5. Contemplate mortality. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Marcus Aurelius. We live as if we have endless time, and so we procrastinate. We delay our purpose. But life is short, fragile. Contemplating death, the Stoic reflects on how precious every moment is. With death in mind, discipline becomes a necessity, not a choice. Every day is a chance to live virtuously, to act with purpose. Number 6. Guard your mind. Man is disturbed not by things, but by the views he takes of them. Epictetus. Our thoughts shape our reality. Negative thinking, overthinking, all lead to inaction and doubt. But we have the power to guard our minds, to choose thoughts that serve us. Discipline your mind to focus on solutions, not problems. Thoughts become actions, actions become habits. A disciplined mind births a disciplined life. Number 7. Accept what cannot be changed. Fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant. Clentus. Resistance to reality is a source of suffering. We fight against what has already occurred or what is beyond our control. But to be truly disciplined, we must learn to accept fate with grace. By accepting what we cannot change, we free up our energy for the battles we can fight. In surrendering, we find power. Number 8. Keep your word to yourself. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus. The Stoic places immense value on self-honesty. How often do we make promises to ourselves, only to break them? To become disciplined is to honor our word, especially to ourselves. Every time we say we will do something and then fail to do it, we weaken our spirit. But every time we keep a promise, we strengthen our resolve. Number 9. Remember, emotion is a choice. If you are pained by external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your judgment of them. Marcus Aurelius. Emotions can be overpowering, pulling us in directions we never intended to go. But a Stoic knows that while we cannot always control the events around us, we can control how we respond. By choosing calm over anger, patience over frustration, we sharpen our self-discipline. Control over emotions is control over destiny. Number 10. Practice gratitude, even in hardship. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. Gratitude is a weapon against despair. The Stoic does not complain about hardship, but sees every challenge as an opportunity to grow. When we practice gratitude, even in moments of struggle, we train ourselves to see the world with clarity. It is not the absence of difficulty that makes us strong, but our ability to remain grateful in its presence. We are not victims of fate. We are the architects of our lives, and self-discipline is the foundation upon which we build. The Stoics lived by this code, not as mere philosophy but as a way of life. It is a hard path, but within each of us is the strength to walk it. With each small act of self-control, we move closer to mastery, to fortitude, to freedom.